Question: did you expect the Mavericks to miss the playoffs last year? Or did you expect the Kings to finish as the 3 seed last year? No and no. So, when I'm predicting these standings and the awards, mostly referring to the standings here, bear with me, do not have a complaint that is so outlandish. I don't even believe half the things I'm predicting. But just like in March Madness, when you pick a 15 seed to beat a 2 seed, do you actually think it's going to happen? Absolutely not. So that's why these are predictions. Now, I'm not saying these teams are this good or this bad. I just think this is gonna be how it pans out this year. So yeah, these are my predictions, standings and awards. I'm taking the Hornets as the 15 seed. Do I need to explain? Probably not. The Wizards are my 14 seed. I think they're going to be a lot better than anybody actually expects them to be. James Wiseman and Marvin Bagley are on the Pistons, and they're going to be seeing the court more than they should. And that's going to be the reason the Pistons are not as good as I hope they are, and they're going to be the 13 seed. I think the Raptors are going to blow it up midway through the season, so I'm giving them the 12 seed. The Orlando Magic still cannot shoot, and in today's NBA that is problematic, and that's why I give them the 11 seed. Our Eastern Conference play-in teams consist of the 10 seed Brooklyn Nets. I'm hoping for a Ben Simmons resurgence, and I do think he will have one. I've been saying it for a long time now, but they're still not going to be very good. The 9 seed, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but the New York Knicks. They have no depth. They have no front court players. They're going to struggle in the regular season. 9 seed Knicks. The 8 seed will be the Miami Heat. I honestly wanted to put them much lower, but I did want to give them some respect because they were just in the NBA Finals, so I just gave them the 8 seed. And our last play-in team is the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls are basically the same as last year. Whippity-doo-dah. Still mediocre. The 6th seed will be the Indiana Pacers. Just barely better than the play-in tournament. And if you don't know, I am very, very high on the Pacers going into next season. The Hawks are going to be the 5 seed because Quinn Snyder needs a lot more respect as a coach, and he did a hell of a job last season. So yeah, the 4 seed will be the Philadelphia 76ers. Embiid can carry them to the top 4 team in the East, no problems, but there is a problem, and that problem is James Harden. Once they figure that out, they'll be fine, but something tells me they're not going to figure it out for a little bit, and that's why they'll be the 4 seed. The 3 seed will be the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, I know, favorites. They're my favorites to come out of the Eastern Conference. I think they're the best in the East. However, in the past regular seasons, Drew Holiday has been the one to carry this team in the regular season. Middleton been out with injuries. Giannis misses some time. But Drew Holiday is an all-star in the regular season. And that's why they've been the 1 seed, and that's why they're very, very good in the regular season. They don't have them anymore, and that means they're going to take a dip in the regular season. But in the postseason, they got Dame Dollar, and that means they're going to go exponentially higher. And that's why they're the 3 seed for regular season, but postseason, they're going to be fine. The 2 seed will be the Cleveland Cavaliers. Evan Mobley's going to have a big year, right? Yeah. And people do forget about Donovan Mitchell. I don't even know how. This is one of the best players in the NBA, but people forget to talk about him. And then Darius Garland bounced back year after a bad postseason. A terrible postseason. And then Jared Allen, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Best defense in the NBA. And they got 2 really good scoring guards. They're going to be hard to beat in the regular season. And then the 1 seed, the Boston Celtics. I don't like the Celtics, so yeah. You know how I feel about them, so yeah, they're the 1 seed. Whatever. And now we got the Western Conference. I really don't expect me to get half of these right, but you know what? It's fun. So let's get on with the Western Conference, and we're obviously starting with the Spurs as the 15 seed. Yeah, I think everyone can agree with that. The 14 seed will be the Portland Trailblazers, but I would not be shocked if they finish much, much higher than this. This might age horribly, but I got the Thunder finishing as the 13 seed. Since they didn't make the playoffs, and the only thing they really added is Chet Holmgren, and I'm not sold on Chet Holmgren. I won't be sold until I see him do what he's supposed to do in the NBA. So, yeah, they got 13 seed. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander probably gets hurt this year, but who knows? I do like the Thunder. I don't think they'll finish as a 13 seed, but it's the Wild West. Anything can happen. The Rockets finishing 12 seems pretty accurate. I cannot pronounce that word, but y'all know what I was trying to say. The Pelicans are going to blow it up this year, and that's why they're going to finish as the 11 seed. Just like the Raptors, except for the Raptors were 12th. But y'all know what I meant. The first Western Conference playing team will be the 10-seeded Utah Jazz. I don't know, there's just something about the Jazz. I don't feel like we can count them out right away. But that's just my personal opinion. Minnesota, guess what? You still suck. You still think that two big lineup's going to work. Congrats, you won 2 preseason games against the Mavericks who have no bigs. Whoopity-doo-dah, you still stink. 9 seed. Anthony Edwards is going to go crazy, though. Don't forget to add that in there. The Dallas Mavericks are going to struggle in the beginning of the year, but once they get their chemistry, they're going to hit a run, and they're going to make it in as the 8 seed. The 7 seed goes to Memphis, and they'll have a slow start, just like the Mavericks, but once Ja Morant comes back, they're going to turn it up. The 6th seed will be the Sacramento Kings. De'Aaron Fox is my second favorite player in the NBA, only behind Chris Paul. And if you think this is foreshadowing for the Warriors to be the 5th seed, you are wrong, because the real 5th seed will be the Denver Nuggets. Best starting 5 in the NBA, but they have absolutely no depth. Any injuries will take them out completely. And yeah, that's why they got the 5th seed. Could age terribly or could age like wine. Who knows? The Lakers will be the 4th seed in the West. Durability is always an issue with them, but they're going to surpass the play-in tournament this year, and they'll be the 4th seed. I would not be shocked if they finished higher or lower. Honestly, just depends on how healthy they are and how well this roster around them meshes. And then the Golden State Warriors will be the 3 seed in the West. I do buy into this team very heavily. I think they're one of the most underrated teams in the NBA, and I do think the dynasty is still very much alive. 3 seed Warriors. The Los Angeles Clippers are going to finish 2nd in the Western Conference. I just feel like this is the year that they're actually going to lock in. And yeah, that's why I got them finishing 2nd. And then the 1 seed will be the Phoenix Suns. People are so incredibly underrating Kevin Durant, forgetting how good he is. He is him. Devin Booker and Bradley Beal are much more reliable than James Harden and Kyrie Irving. Now, I'm not saying that these two are better all time, but they are better suited and more reliable. That's the word I'm looking for. They're more reliable than Harden and Kyrie, and Kevin Durant with those two will be very hard to beat this year, and they got depth. Not worried about the Suns. They're the best team in the NBA. Cry about it. And lastly, we are going to be doing my awards. I'm giving a bold take and my actual prediction. For MVP, my bold take is Steph Curry, and my actual prediction is Jokic. Now, I know I was on the Giannis bandwagon for a while, but with Dame there, I just don't see it happening. My Rookie of the Year prediction has changed from Jordan Hawkins. I was overthinking the 65 games, but now I'm not. These are my last predictions before the season starts, and I got Amen Thompson as my bold take and Scoot Henderson as my actual prediction. For Defensive Player of the Year, my bold take is Herb Jones. I really like him as the Defensive Player of the Year candidate. And then my actual predictions, Evan Mobley. I just think everyone loves Evan Mobley right now. My 6th man of the year has not changed when we're talking about my bold take, and it's Jaden Hardy of the Dallas Mavericks. I think he is going to be very, very impactful off the bench for them. They only have 3 guys that can score, and he's one of them. Kyrie and Luka might not play every game. He's going to be going crazy this year. Watch. But my actual prediction is Bobby Portis. My most improved player of the year will be going to Ben Simmons of the Brooklyn Nets. Now, I know a lot of people will say Mikal Bridges, if anyone, but Ben Simmons going to have a bounce back year. And my bold take, well, I guess I just kind of said it, but Bull is my bold take on most improved player. Yeah, let's go Bull. Yeah, and there might be a little Suns bias in here, but who really cares? The clutch player of the year will go to Damian Lillard. probably. I guarantee that. Coach of the Year, J.P. Bickerstaff of the Cleveland Cavaliers. I hope you all enjoyed this video and are going to have a laugh of it because I'm planning on reacting to it. And I know I'm going to look really stupid, but, you know, that happens. But if this wasn't bold enough or outlandish enough, here are my 10 boldest takes for the upcoming season, and here's my reaction to the Damian Lillard trade. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a good one. Bye. Also, if you want to be featured in a video, please comment your boldest take for this upcoming season in the comment section down below.